Summer Savings Week continues today with a budget-friendly lesson on selecting and preparing meat. And who better to teach us than the author of the Meat Teacher Cookbook, Matt Groark. Hi, Matt.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Spoiler alert, we have a lot in common. We'll just leave it at that. Teach us about meat.
How do you become a professor in meat?
So listen, for me, it all started in my backyard, grilling, really tailgates, right?
Okay.
I'm a Philadelphia Eagles season ticket holder.
Okay, that explains it.
So it really started with me, my dad, and my brothers out in the parking lot at Lincoln Financial grilling. And it kind of just carried on from there. My father-in-law bought me a smoker, dropped it on my front porch, and was like, here. And I guess he figured he could bear the fruit if he gave it to me.
Yes, and the heavens opened up and
that was it. I got obsessed. I went to YouTube University and 100% in obsessive, even with my vegetarian wife.
Is your wife a vegetarian? That is so wild.
More leftovers for you.
So, I mean, I'm an educator, and, you know, I think I'm as good of a student as I am a teacher.
Okay,
so
we are
I've learned a lot.
Teach us.
What are the best cuts of meat that we
All right, so this one is probably my favorite of the group here.
Okay.
This is also called the butcher's secret cut.
Okay.
There's only 2 of them on the cow. They are the Petite Tender, also known as the Terrace Major.
Okay.
This is the alternative to a filet mignon and extremely affordable.
Okay.
You're looking at $6 a pound, roughly, compared to filet mignon, which is triple that.
Triple that,
right? And you have the beefiness, the tenderness. Filet can be a little bland. Right? The beefy flavor in this is incredible. It's from the shoulder cut.
Okay.
Being one of only 2, but it's under the bottom of the shoulder, so it doesn't get a lot of work.
Okay.
Very tender, the second most tender cut of beef on the cow after the filet mignon.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Grow a relationship with your butcher, right? Because there's only 2, talk to your butcher. I think people are intimidated, afraid to talk to their butchers. They want to talk to you. They want to teach you.
I never know what to say to them.
Build a relationship with them. You're going to start with the Terrace Major. Ask them if they have a Terrace Major in the house. That is the secret cut.
And he's going to know what I'm saying.
He's going to know 100%.
Do you promise he's going to know what I'm saying? He's not going to be.
Know.
But is he going to give me follow-up questions?
If he doesn't know, he's in the wrong business.
Okay,
Go to another butcher.
Okay, what's this?
All right, so this is another one. So everyone knows flank steak. Everyone knows skirt steak. Very popular for tacos. This is another alternative. For me, more tender, more beefy. This is called the Bevet steak, and it's actually popping up in a lot of restaurants now as well. Bevet. And another great alternative for tacos. A little less pricey than your skirt steak.
Okay.
If you look in here, incredible marbling, right? So just like a skirt or a flank steak, hot sear, hot grill to medium rare, 130, 135 internal, slice against the grains, and that's so important, right? For a nice pull-apart taco meat. You see the grains running, so after we sear it, we're gonna slice
it this way
against the grain.
Got it.
And the Bevet is another just undercover, little known.
I say Bevet, and he's gonna say, gotcha.
He's gonna be impressed.
Okay.
That's the best part.
So far, I'm very nervous.
Oh, Kelly knows what she's talking about.
I'm so afraid of follow-up questions. Maybe you should come with me.
We're close by. You know where I live.
What is this?
All right, so this is a chuck.
Chuck.
Right?
Okay.
Now,
chuck, I know.
Chuck steak, you know. I think everyone knows chuck steak. You might have an idea that you think it's tough, right? If you have a thicker, larger cut of chuck, maybe a 3-pound, great for smoking or reverse searing. These are chuck steaks. So if you go to your butcher again, form that relationship, ask him to cut a butcher cut, right? A chuck steak.
So it looks like that.
So this is your alternative to the ribeye steak that is 3 times as much, $25, $30 a pound for ribeye steak. You know, real prime ribeye steak. You're looking at like maybe 10 to 12 for a chuck steak. And eats like a ribeye.
Really?
Eats like a ribeye. All that intramuscular fat, right? You sear it, you reverse sear it, which is low temperature, off the coals, off the heat ahead of time. Get to the internal temperature with those meat probes.
Matt, what about...
And then sear.
What about Gelman sous videing all this crap?
All right, so listen, I know you were kind of wigged out a little bit with the sous vide and the dry age part.
He wigs me out.
But listen, I could do one better. I've sous vided, I've done a sous vide steak in the dishwasher.
Oh, no, you've dishwashed. I've seen
me.
this.
That was me.
Wait, that was you that popped up on my Instagram, and I was like, wait, what?
That was me.
No kidding.
Yep. That was crazy.
Wild.
And obviously, it's all for fun, but it's an immersion circulator. It's using water to get your steak to an internal temperature that you want, and then lighten your fire or pan or cast iron and searing it. We're going to talk about that a little more in a second. Chuck eye steak, very underrated, underutilized.
Okay, what do we have here?
So let's move on to pork.
Pork.
Okay.
All right, the other white meat.
Yes.
So baby back ribs, spare ribs, they can be a little pricey. If you want something that's going to eat like a rib, but a better price point, you can get country-style pork ribs. So that's what these are. And these come from the cut of meat, the cut of pork that you get pulled pork from. So a Boston butt.
Right, Boston butt.
Boston butt is your pulled pork. All right? These are actually just cuts from the Boston butt. And your butcher will have these. You can get these at any meat store in bulk.
So if I go to my butcher, guy to guy, I go, buddy.
I need a butt.
I need a Boston butt. He's going to know what I'm talking about?
He will know what you're talking about. I promise you.
And this doesn't have bones in it.
No bones.
So
this is boneless.
These are ribs I might actually eat.
I'm telling you, they take really well to a nice barbecue seasoning.
Okay.
They take well to barbecue sauce. Marinate them in a Ziploc bag for a few hours, and then throw them on your grill. Reverse sear again. Low temperature off the heat. And then you can give them a little sear, a little crust.
Matt,
beautiful.
We're out of time, but pick up a copy of Matt's new book, The Meat Teacher Cookbook, everywhere books are sold. Next, we're going to open up the inbox and check our website for more tips.
You got it. Bye.